benen. Hoppa.
Yeah. She's which era? She's 80s. So 80s. Yeah, just that one. Very good. Okay.
I found this skirt, but it was long, so I just cut it.
Love it.
I
Oh my
could
gosh.
I thought, well, I can cut this pattern in it because it's all
That
these
is
little
so
holes.
Mooi spring naar de show. Ja, ik weet wel als het is. Nou, ik zal wel even foto's maken. Nou, dat doen we daar.
And don't you walk up and cross? Thank you. Okay, so you go from here and then you go back, then you walk.
It's like once you listen to someone, then you can.
Okay, walk across the stage, guys.
I think so too.
Kijk, wat ze doen, de kapsel doen aan de Hallo. Hallo. Geurtje. Annemarie. Geurtje, van wie zijn jullie? Ik had het. Nou,
Ik weet het niet meer. Ja, ik niet. Warm drinken, een pakje
ja, waar leuk.
We zijn heel alleen voor links.
Mooiste kant. Meiden hebben voor mij wel op de zak en die ga ik niet
Iedereen rijdt daar een soort van net te hard.
Hallo. Welkom. Ja, dat doen wij hier.
He spread himself all over him and he put this big white furry coat on. That's my friend. When I first met Burke, let's say, I just thought he was this beautiful boy that always made us laugh. I didn't know what was going on. But he had this great positive energy that it just affected us. I know he's involved in there. And then we're out working at a company and she was a young hairdresser who came in. And of course I thought she was crazy and in her own little world. And then over the years I got to know her better. And she's a great friend. She's so funny. She can other people. I think this is a great time right now to give back, to keep the company small and real, and give hairdressers something that they really want and need, and that is how to bring out the beauty in every client and everybody. Because we're so lucky as hairdressers, we get to make people happy. We get to know right away if we did a good job or a bad job. And to help hairdressers learn all those tricks to make their clients look even better, that just feels really good.
These guys inspire me a lot. I think every single person here is absolutely committed to their artistry, and on top of it, they're all incredible collaborators, love working together, and have the long-term vision of helping others in outreach, which I share all.
The idea for Matt as a company, again, it's like if you pour it out of creative ideas, sometimes you just can't help. You have to start something up because working is small. It's great, wonderful, but you want more.
We're excited to start Mass because we've become very good friends and we've been together for so many years. We really wanted to be able to showcase our talents as well as influence other hairdressers and make our lives.
I think that what I bring to that specifically is a sense of overall show sensibility.
Goedemiddag allemaal. Ik heet jullie heel erg welkom op onze eerste show van Artego. Wij vinden het vandaag eigenlijk een hele unieke dag. Ik zei vanmorgen nog tegen Jordi, wij gaan geschiedenis schrijven vandaag. En waarom dan wel? Dit is de eerste keer van Artego Hair Professional Nederland dat we een show geven, maar dat is niet alleen dat. We gaan zelfs een hele nieuwe lijn lanceren. De Styling Tools. En dat is voor ons al een hele grote uitdaging. Maar het allerbelangrijkste vinden wij dat jullie er zijn. Want het is nog steeds zo van onze filosofie, van Jordi en mij, maar ook van ons team. Zonder jullie staan wij hier niet. Zonder jullie kunnen wij geen show geven. Laat staan een lancering. Daarbij willen wij jullie dan ook heel erg bedanken dat jullie de moed hebben genomen en ook de tijd hebben genomen, want iedereen heeft het momenteel ook privé heel erg druk. We weten het allemaal wel. Maar toch aanwezig zijn in de locatie, de fabriek hier in Maarsen. Wat vinden jullie van de locatie? Toen ik het tegen Jordi vertelde, ik heb een locatie gevonden, de fabriek in Maarsen. En toen zei Jordi tegen mij, wat is dat dan? Ik zeg, joh, het is een oude rotzooi. Maar er hangt zoveel sfeer, wij moeten daar een show gaan geven. En dan gaat er een plan geboren worden. Maar ja, wij kunnen zelf wel leuk op het podium gaan staan. Maar dat was eigenlijk ons idee niet. Dus wij wilden iemand uitnodigen die voor ons een show kon geven hier in de fabriek. En die hebben we ook gevonden. Murel Koken met haar team Met. Ze komen uit Amerika. En ik wil jullie vragen straks een heel groot applaus voor die mensen te geven. Ze zijn donderdagmiddag ingevlogen. En we hebben modellen die totaal niet van een modellenbureau komen. Dus gewoon mensen die normaal in een kapsalon komen. En in 2 dagen tijd hebben we een show klaargemaakt. Ik wil eigenlijk nu alvast een applaus voor het team van Met en de modellen. Maar goed, ik doe het niet alleen. Ik heb ook mensen naast me staan. Het team, zoals ik al zei. Maar mijn collega zeg ik altijd, Jordi. Jordi, ik wil je vragen om ook op het podium te komen. We zijn tenslotte met z'n tweeën die Artego Nederland doen. En ik wil... En ik wil je eigenlijk wat vragen. Heb jij nog wat toe te voegen wat ik vergeet?
Nou, voordat we dit begonnen, was het thema, Peet, hairtools. Die mensen zijn niet allemaal voor niks gekomen en daar zijn we heel dankbaar voor. En die mensen willen we ook graag gaan belonen, want vanaf maandag, zoals je weet, gaan wij de producten op de markt brengen en uitleveren. Dus wat willen we graag naar jullie toe? Het team van Artego is helemaal op de hoogte van de producten, de kwaliteit van de producten en de key points. En speciaal voor al die mensen, Peter, hebben wij een fantastische introductie klaargemaakt. En het cadeautje mag jij dan gaan weggeven.
Dankjewel, Jullie. Ja, wacht weer af. Wacht weer af. Het cadeautje komt straks. We gaan beginnen met de show. Er is op een gegeven moment een pauze. Ik kom dat niet vertellen, van nu is er pauze. Jullie komen daar gewoon achter als de lampen uitgaan. We doen het gewoon eens heel anders. Er is een half uur pauze, zowel hier in de zaal als weer boven. Er staan drankjes en hapjes. Jullie zien mij niet eerder meer op het podium als op het eind, als afsluiting. En daarna hebben we ook nog een borrel en hapjes. En het thema van de fabriek is eigenlijk hier Nederlands-Italiaans. Want zoals jullie weten, Artego komt uit Italië en we wilden dat eigenlijk combineren. Ik wens jullie heel veel plezier met onze show, de Styling Tools, onder leiding van het team Met. Dankjewel.
This is number one champion sound. This is number one, this is number one, this is number one champion sound.
Oh, yeah, you up, you up.
Yeah, style we about to get down.
On behalf of Artego, thank you for coming. Let's hear it for them for doing this today. We are the Mad Artistic Team, and I'd like to introduce you to two of my colleagues. This is Diane Cote, and I would like Morel Koken to please come out. She's one of your fellow people from Holland, so let's hear it for her. We have many, many things that we would like to share with you today. First of all, that we're so proud of you for being here, and we're so honored that we have this opportunity to share this time with you. We truly are artists, and we are inspired by so many different things. The Artego styling products, which you are about to see, have given us the ability to create some amazing, beautiful, and incredible looks that we hope that you truly enjoy today. They are something phenomenal, and as you see these two amazing hair artists work with them, I think you'll truly be inspired. As the Mad Artistic Team, we were truly inspired by many different things for this show. The few things that really come to my mind are different icons from music, celebrities, movie stars, actors and actresses. We are from LA, so we live and breathe everything that the celebrities do. I'm sure that you guys pick up the tabloid magazines, your OK, Us Weeklies, whatever they are, and kind of keep track with what's going on in their lives as well. So with that in mind, we wanted to bring to you something that was truly artistic, yet not retro. It's something that we have taken inspiration from was the past, and given it a totally unique and totally modern spin so that it's something that's useful for you today in the salon and can be used on each and every client. The 4 haircuts that you'll see today on stage can be combined, and you can take bits and pieces from them and create something beautiful and unique on each and every person that sits in your chair. Because that's what we truly believe in, is that each and every person wants to be beautiful, they want to look as good as they possibly can, and they want to feel great about themselves. So with that in mind, I'd like to first let Morel Koken talk to you for a moment about what she's going to be doing on stage and why she's excited to be here.
Well, welcome Artego. Thank you so much for coming. I'm truly excited to be here and show...
Aren't you going to say anything in Dutch?
I think you should.
Hallo.
Well, ik woon al een paar jaar in Los Angeles en mijn Nederland is niet meer zo goed. Maar ik kan wel goed proberen om... you put me on the spot. Anyhow, I'm truly excited to be here. Mijn Nederlands ik heb me een klein beetje opgepoetst de laatste 2 dagen, maar als u het niet erg vindt, dan Peter heeft me gevraagd om een klein beetje kan spreken, dat is helemaal geen probleem. Maar okay, so anyhow, I'm very excited to be here, and our collection truly has not only inspired us, but the use of the new products, the new finishing product of Ortego, just with a touch of them, and by using them daily in the salon, have inspired me and made our creations even so much easier and better. That's just my opinion. So have fun.
Thank you.
Sorry for I'll get you that.
And I'd like to say that we've taken this show is giving you a bit of everything. We're going to go from haircuts, we're going to build, you look at the beautiful makeups, the beautiful colors. All the models have these great colors from Ortego as well. What a coincidence. And then we end up with couture segment, so you can take the products, take the colors, take everything, go from client situation all the way to what your wildest dreams are. So let's begin.
Let's begin. Before we actually bring the models out, so I did want to say a couple of things. The models that you'll see, we've got a variety of models. Some of them we found on the streets. Some of them are beautiful models that have been working for a very long time that are actually doing this for an incredibly reasonable deal for you guys because they truly believe that they wanted to show you something exciting and beautiful. So the models are fabulous, they look incredibly amazing, and the first models I'd like to bring out for you today are inspired by the 60s. I don't know, is there anyone that was actually living in the 60s out there? Okay, well, I'm a huge fan of the 60s. I've done quite a lot of research on it, as I know both my colleagues have too. It was an incredible era. It was the actual first time where they had silverized pigmented eyeshadows, so that's pretty cool, right? It was also an amazing time with one of my favorite artists, who is Andy Warhol. Andy Warhol revolutionized art as we know it. He truly believed that art should be affordable to everyone. I'm sure you've seen his silkscreen canvases of Marilyn Monroe and other icons. He wanted to do something that could be mass-produced and show artists that you could make money doing art. So with that in mind, these haircuts are inspired by Andy Warhol. They're a square, boyish shape that's like a confection on play on style. So I'm going to give Diane and Morel, let them go to work.
Thank you. Thank This haircut is very square from the back to the side, but the emphasis is the fringe for me. So the fringe it's very thick, it's very heavy, and I want to keep it that way. So I'm just going to go around the head and create lots of spaces and lightness, but keep the heavy sides and the heavy fringe and the heavy back. Enjoy.
Can you deny?
Sounds
haircut really works on both. And we're thinking square. On a man, of course, it's always masculine, square lines. But on Laureen here, it gives her a great angle to her face. It really suits her. So you'll see there's the square fringe, the square side, the square back before we go in and put in our texture. We use point cutting because we don't really want a retro hard line. We like to keep the line soft. That's modern. Start with your texture. So we take a circular section on the top and we're just going to just take it off. She didn't see that. Now from here, of course, I'm going to take sections in the back, vertical sections, and meet that, and then from the front too. So this is the shortest part of the haircut.
How many of you think that looks like fun? Look like fun? Racking the hair off? One thing that I'd like for you to notice is that bobs have been really popular in the last couple of seasons for fashion. Every runway has like their muse that has this beautiful, amazing bob. This is truly a new way to give your bob clients something that's new, unique, and very different. It really truly is like building a sculpture. And as hair artists, that's exactly what you do. You build a very unique, individualized look for each and every haircut that you do on your client. So it's something that is very similar to pop art. You are giving your client something that they can take home with them, something that they can wear, but something that truly is of value, and something that's incredibly beautiful.
Did you think that money was heaven sent? Children at your feet, wonder how you managed to make who finds money when you pay rent? Did you think that money was heaven sent?
Dat is
truly an art form. As you can see, the point cutting we're doing on the interior truly gives so much movement and flexibility with the hair. So the next thing that they're going to do is use some incredible Artego styling products. I know you guys love color. I know you love color. These products are truly incredible. They're the latest technology. The textures are very unique in their design, and they actually allow you to layer the products upon themselves without changing the texture, so that you can truly create movement and create a sculpture. They're very beautiful, and I'm actually going to let Morel tell you a little bit about what she's going to use inside of her haircut.
He has a lot of hair. That's all I have to say.
It's hot up there, so go on.
Yeah, it's hot. Or maybe he's hot. Is he hot? He's hot, right? So I'm just going to go around the head and just leaving the sides a little heavier. I like to open directly to the back, just behind the ear. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue with slide cutting, point cutting, however you want to call it. Just create the lightness in it without having too much of a thin end. And you still want to have those kind of like bold spots into the head. So it makes it more of a stronger look.
Diane, how's your haircut coming along?
Well, I think it really looks cute on her. I gotta make sure both sides are even though. But what makes this haircut, you know, we were inspired by Andy Warhol also. You know, he always wore wigs. He hated how he looked. And he always wore a wig, and it always was a little bit heavy and off. So that's why we like to keep that fringe heavy and solid. So it really has that reminiscent look. Now, we're up here cutting dry haircuts. That's not something you always do in the salon. Sometimes it works out better. You know, we don't want to spend time up here blow drying, so we prepared the hair already. But I would do the same thing if it was wet or dry. With the point cutting, we call these razor shears that we use to get the texture. And right now I'm just going to refine it. Now I did blow her hair dry with Aqua Shine, which is an anti-static defrizzer. So I prepared the hair with that. And then I might use a little bit more, maybe a little up and down spray, just to give her a little kick. You know, I mean, above all, when you're working on a client in the salon, it's not only what's modern, but it's all about the face shape. So you just take a minute, analyze the face, and then you can get something that will make every client in your chair more beautiful.
And Aqua Shine is one of my favorite products. It's an incredible product that is water-based. So that's great to use on fine hair, on thin hair. It actually works as a straightening aid that doesn't weigh the hair down at all. So it's something that is incredible, and I think you'll really enjoy. Let's bring the music up. You guys can dance too if you want. Go ahead.
said before, I blew dried, prepared the hair, and I want a little bit more to define the ends. And then now I'm using Up and Down, which is a non-aerosol spray, so it's very shiny. And to keep that shine look in her hair, just give it a little bit more hold.
Up and Down is one of my favorite products because you can see it's up. It's been like this for I think we've been up for 24 hours. So it actually does what it says. It keeps it up. If you want to wear it down, it'll keep it down. So it's an incredible product. Thank you.
Looks like I'm a little slower than Diane, but I'll keep up with you. It made me look bad. I'm using the clay pomade because when in the salon where I work, it's my men like their hair to be more matte, not shiny, because that's just how they like it. So clay pomade, that's the product for my boys. So it does what it says. And that's what I love about the products. And it has an amazing smell as well. So I thought you might want to know.
That's the licorice one.
Yeah. Well, Dutch people like licorice, right?
It has such a unique smell to it. It smells like gas, like black licorice. So your clients will not only like it in their hair, but they'll want to eat it.
So I bet you didn't know that Artigo is launching a new line of shears as well. See the nice red color?
I like my gray ones.
Yeah.
Want to go ahead?
Yeah, shall we stand up?
Shall we show them? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. It works. There. Oh, he ripped his. He was stronger.
share with you is one of my favorite eras. It's the 1920s. The 1920s was a time when the silver screens were brand new. Movie actresses were a thing that had never been heard of. They tried to make their eyes larger than life. They were beautiful women that were incredible. The 1920s was also a time of women's liberation. It was freedom for them. It was actually the first time women started cutting their hair short. And I can see that many of you in the audience have short haircuts, so let's give it a hand for the 20s. All right, so with that in mind, I'd like to bring Morel and Diana once again. They're going to bring their models with them. We've also combined another era with the 1920s, which is the 90s grunge. We actually created this hair with the 20s in mind for a girl we call the whirly girl haircut, which Morel's going to be cutting. But we thought, it looks so good on a girl, what if we made it longer and actually put it on a guy too? So I'm going to have Diane actually talk just a little bit about the guy that she's going to be cutting into, like a 90s grunge style. Morel or Diane, do you want to talk about it?
Oh yes, let me talk because she has a lot of hair again. Well, when I first saw her come into the salon, I just fell in love with her face. Before we even know that we're going to use her for a haircut model today. Her face represents for me, and her color, the 20s. You know, she's absolutely stunning. She has a beautiful, sweet face. And how did I create this haircut is just, again, with using new techniques that we try to do daily in the salon. Just try new, ways to cut the hair or how you part the hair. So this technique is a swirl. That's why we call her swirly girl. If you can see the little partings I made, and just like go ahead and, swirl or twist the hair to the front. So I'm going to use every section, whether it's going to be shorter or it's going to be longer. So enjoy.
Before Diane talks, what do you guys think of that color? How amazing is that copper color? Pretty incredible, right?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I love it.
Cool. All right, go ahead, Diane.
So like Brooke was saying, we thought this would be a great haircut on a guy if you did it longer. So the whole idea of whirly girl or whirly guy is the sections are in a circle, and you do one shorter, one longer, shorter, one longer. So it's a different way to put layers and texture in the hair. So you're going to see Morel cutting a lot of hair. I'm not doing as much. And I think she's doing every other section first. Right, so she's going to switch shears as well, switch tools as well. Maybe razor one and shears the other one, Morel?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes.
And did you see how it kind of moves? So, because I let it dry a little bit, so it already gives you that kind of volume as well. I'm using one section using my shears, and the other section using my blade. They have two different lengths. Of course, the shears is going to be more, maybe longer or shorter, I didn't decide it yet, but the shears gives you that more of a stronger edge, and the blade makes it more feathery and light.
So this is my model, Neil. We did literally pick him up on the street. And he came. And for very little money. No money. He came for the experience. And it was so inspiring. Just someone saying, yeah, I'll do it. I love new experiences. Because when you get a client like that in your chair, it can make your day. So I'm doing the same idea. I'm just going to be using the shears because Neil has curlier hair. So I'm not going to use the razor because that will encourage the curl. I'm going to use the shears. But the same idea. Shorter, longer, shorter, longer.
All right. I know Morel cuts really, really fast when we play some music, so I'm going to have it go up for a minute, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about the product. Go for it.
Thank you. The products I'm using.
No, go ahead and cut first. We'll talk about products in a minute.
Oh, you want me to start?
Yeah, go for the cutting. I know you love to do that.
I just lost 5 minutes there.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, thank you.
for my client or my guy that I picked up on the street yesterday in Vienna, 2 days ago, because he never cuts his hair anyway. So, and you know when you get a guy in your salon that still wants long hair, what are you going to cut a perfect line and make it all hairdressery and, you know, perfect? You know, they would like that. The idea is to make it look good, but still natural and look like a hairdresser didn't do it. So that's my goal right now. Not be a hairdresser, just kind of make something that really suits him. So it's a perfect technique because when you do some shorter, some longer, then the perimeter is just ragged. And I'm going to leave it that way. The worst thing to do would be if I came in and made it all like perfect. That doesn't suit him.
When we first saw Nil on the street, we were all like, oh my gosh, he's got long hair, he's exactly what we needed. So we actually ran after him to actually find him in the store that he was at. I don't think he knew that, but Nil's really cool. When we first met him, we didn't know if he looked like George Clooney or not, because he had like the salt and pepper hair going on. But we colored it yesterday, so it'd be nice and rich and shiny for you guys. It's amazing Artego color. It's incredible.
Yes,
Yeah,
look at the hand. He was a virgin tint.
He's never
had
been
hair.
colored before. So give him a hand. Diane, what color did we put on Nil?
Oh, it was a beautiful warm brown.
Warm brown.
But you know, I didn't want the Artego color team, of course, not do anything red. So there's a lot of browns, I'm sure you know already. There's a lot of browns that have ash in them with just a little bit. They're still natural, but they're great, great colors. And I'm using Twist Up, which originally it's to help you put hair up and give texture, but I think it's perfect for him because, should I tell him? You know, he doesn't even like to wash his hair, really. But he's clean. He's very clean.
All right.
So it gives that texture, it gives that kind of one-day feel to the hair, like a little bit of substance.
It's amazing. It's amazing for blow drying or if you want to wear your hair curly. It really truly has an incredible texture. If you want to know specific color formulas of any of the hair color that you see on the stage, like you asked me, go ahead and talk to your Artego consultants. They helped us nonstop yesterday without a break. I think we were in the salon for seriously like 16 hours. So a lot of work that went into doing these models for you for today. So if you have any questions, please ask them. They were incredible. They're very hard workers and they know their color very well. So please feel free to ask them. They know all the specifics. They wrote down all the color formulas so that they can give you exactly what formulas and what volumes we use. Morel, she is looking amazing. Do you want to talk a little bit about how it's come along?
You never know how it's going to turn out. You know, I've done these haircuts a million times. I'm going to start practicing them when we did the seminars with them and other shows, but you never know because every hair is different. And it's a very challenging thing to do. What I want to say,
I think it was really cool.
and what I'm going to say is that it gets better every time because the more you do it and the more you practice it with your technique, the better it gets. And the same thing in the salon too. So what I want to say with this, just, you know, practice whatever you want to practice, but it works for me.
Very good. All right. Well, as she's finishing finishing up, there is something I wanted to share with you, which I had to write down, because I know it's translated differently, so I wanted to write it down to make sure I got it correct. The Artigo products actually are 3 different steps, so that you can start and build them up as you go to create any shape and aspect of design that you want to achieve. The first one is called proportion. As an artist, if you've ever taken art in school, they talk a lot about proportion. Whether you put 2 or whether you put 1, making sure the shape is the right shape for the face. So proportion is extremely important. There are products like Cool Shape, Paraforce, Twist Up, and Sliding Smooth in that category. Things that help you to build the volume, that help you to build the texture you need to create a beautiful shape and design. The second one is define. So as you've got this beautiful shape built in, you need to define it, whether it's the ends, whether it's at the base of the roots that you need to define. You can define the shape with products like Fill and Shine, Aqua Shine, Play Palmette, and Flashback or Fingerprint. This is actually my favorite section of the products because I love my hair to have some texture. I love it to do unique and interesting things. And with all of these products, you can do some phenomenal shapes, which you'll see in the second part of the show. And the last one is you need to emphasize the look. In Emphasize, we have products like Up and Down, Hot Shot, and Switch On. These are to add shine, to add just like a little bit of like an incredible element to them. So that it's the very last category called Emphasize. Okay, you're finished?
Yes, I'm finished.
All
I'm
right.
just admiring Morel's haircut.
I'm using fingerprints because it makes it very shiny. Kind of like makes it form-fitting a bit more. She has no idea. I didn't tell her I was going to cut it short. I told her I was just going to trim it up a little bit.
Fingerprint's my favorite pomade. It adds such an incredible shine. As you see Morel work it into the hair, we wanted the hair to be shiny like the 20s, like finger waves. So Play Pomade, right? No, Fingerprint. Fingerprint is the shiny product. That's amazing.
See, it looks like she has a little perm.
Adorable. All right, Rihanna's such a great sport. All right, I'm going to exit the stage to take over.
Well, we'll let Neil do a runway. Should we have him do a catwalk? Yay.
I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you, I wanna be kissed by you, just you, and nobody else but you. Oh, I wanna be kissed by you, I couldn't aspire to anything higher than feel a desire to make you mine. I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. Oh, I wanna be loved by you. Oh, I couldn't aspire to anything higher than feel a desire to make you mine. I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you.
for you now. We have some really great stuff for you this afternoon. This is the second half of the show. We've been building it up. We're building it up some more, and towards the end, it's going to be built up stuff you can't even believe. So what I'd like to do now is bring my colleagues Diane and Ralph Hogan back out on stage. I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of makeup for you now. So this is more about like look and learn. If you have any questions for us, we'd be more than happy to answer them after we're done with the show. So with that in mind, have a great time. Diane, do you want to say anything?
The haircut I'm going to be doing is called Dita Please. And how many times? Okay, settle down. How many times do you have a client that comes to the salon, wants long hair but doesn't want to change the length, right? So this is giving a new shape to long hair, putting a geometric shape in, but keeping the ends long and sexy. And the haircut will end up having a real curve to it. And the secret is the section in the back you cut short enough so it gives that volume.
Myrna, what about you?
Sylvana, we're going to tell us our inspirations is from the 80s. Debbie Harry, as we all know. And what I tried to create is an undercut, first of all, with a shattered bob, with lots of different lengths, and some movement for the rounding of the head. Wat ik ermee bedoel, is het precies een model wat je nodig hebt en wat je wilt creëren voor je salon. Dit is voor je klanten die een bottomlengte hebben en willen behouden, maar niet veel ervan willen veranderen. Maar toch wil je iets ervan veranderen. En dat is de key en het geheim van de kapper. Hoe doe je het veranderen? Iedere keer opnieuw. Ja? En dat is ook de leukigheid om een kapper te zijn, want je kan het gewoon veranderen. Maar dit is een andere techniek om jou te laten zien hoe je het kunt doen. Ja, we beginnen met onder. Ik ga een klein beetje korter knippen van oor tot oor, just to create some kind of undercut, so you can see more of the difference from short to long. I hope that makes sense. Yeah? Okay, good. Good.
course, rock the Casbah.
Okay, so this is something I wanted to do just as a fun, inspirational kind of a makeup technique that you can use. As Diane said, this haircut's inspired by the 50s, but we used a modern person whose name is Dita Von Teese. Do any of you know who Dita Von Teese is? Yeah? All right. I mean, she's like the most sexy burlesque dancer that we know. And the cool thing about her is she's actually made burlesque like a cool thing that's actually accepted by women. It's no longer feared. It's like a new feminist movement. People actually pay incredible amounts of dollars to take burlesque dancing because it's exercise. I mean, that would have been unheard of back in the 1950s. So we've come a long way as a society, which is something that is so cool. So with that in mind, I wanted to do something that was reminiscent of the 1950s, yet very modern. Something that has that kind of belt effect over the face. So thank you very much. I'm actually going to bring up another model now, which is more 1980s inspired. I'm sure you all know who Lady Gaga is, correct? I mean, she's like the hottest thing going in LA right now. She's an amazing singer. She's not only an amazing singer, but she has this very unique style about her. So what I'd like to do is create something that's reminiscent of her signature lightning bolt under the eye. So thank you very much. I need some help, actually. Hold on 1 second.
back. You have that short section on the top. So it just has that female shape that looks so good. It doesn't look modern anymore to have long hair that just is straight down. You want to get that curve. And then we finish it off with a little hot shot spray. And look at the color that peeks out from underneath. Isn't that a great color? It's one of the hot colors from Artigo. So this is Jennifer. I'll let her walk around and show off her haircut.
It's not about just putting different color on, but the placement is so important. De plaats verdeling van je voorlezen, dus het allerbelangrijkste met een nieuw kleur aanzetten om iets nieuws te bereiken. Het is niet hoe meer voorlezen hoe beter, maar het is op de juiste plaats. I think someone is nodding, yes I understand, so thank you so much. I use a little spray from Switch On from Ortega, what I love cutting with it, so it kind of like glides through the hair, it makes it easier to cut.
And as long as she's got her length in the front, she doesn't know what's going on in the back. So I finished it off. I repaired her hair with the full force mousse when I was blow drying. And then I'm doing now with Hot Shot hairspray just to set it in.
I'm not carrying it back out there. Right? Yeah, and that's what we practice doing first. Okay. Okay, cool.
The deception with the title. Just what are you trying to say? You got a bad face. Jimmy dance. Communicate around your body, please. You see dimensions into the white. State your with black or white. You have one little cross, these two shots with your teeth. You rock a
Yeah, you can laugh at that. I just like to know if I like it or not.
I think it's cute. So did you tell them what this is? Rick Rack?
Well, quick rack some hair, finger eight around every piece you see. So just created some new kind of texture really quickly in the salon. Just go in and finger eight. Figuur 8 om je puntje heen. En het creëert een nieuwe textuur voor je fotoshoots, for your clients, for anything. And just press it with a flattening iron, You use this hand and just go ahead and take the texture out. Expose it a little more.
Do it on the other side.
Okay. I have a pin. Oh.
And then what do you use? Up and down, right?
Yeah, a little up and down. Up and down.
Brits.
have an outlet for our creative energy. My favorite way to express my creative influences is through art, on a person. That's why I chose to be a makeup artist. Through a brush stroke or through a few little simple applications to the face, you can change the way someone looks so dramatically. And for me, that's what truly inspires me. So with that in mind, I'd like to bring out our muse. Her name is Samantha. All three of us are going to be working on her to transform her from 20s into something that's truly remarkable. Thank you very much. Let's bring the music up. Cool. some of our influences with you. There are several people that it takes to do a show, and I would like to thank a few of them for helping us out. First of all, Kate and her music that she inspired us with. Woo! Come on up there. Yay. And I would also like to thank Bianca Sputo. She's in the back. I don't know if you can see her, but I want her to come on up. She's our choreographer, one of the most amazing women I've ever worked with. Thank you. All right, and there are many, many more people. I'm actually going to turn it over to Morel so I don't murder their names, but thank you very, very, very much.
I have a whole list to thank. Thank you so much. First of all and foremost, the most important people were to create this whole show and help us backstage and put all these beautiful colors and cuts and everything you can imagine is your Tego technical team. Thank you so much. Please, whoever helped the show, come on up. These pictures. Where are you, Ingrid? Come on up. I want to thank you all for coming. Okay, if it wasn't for the consumers and the hairdressers, we couldn't even have a show. And who put all these beautiful looks together? Renee, was it Renee and Roberta? Please come on up. But they spent just yesterday, last month, creating all these looks just for us to be here today. And one of the most important people who made this company and who allowed Matt to be here and present the collection through Ortego is Pete and Jordy. Please come on stage.
Wij sluiten het af. Wij hopen beiden dat jullie een ontzettende, gezellige, leuke, inspirerende middag hebben gehad. Voor ons, en dat vertelde ik jullie al, was het dus echt de eerste show voor Artego Nederland. Wij hebben hele leuke reacties gehad en het doet ons allen goed. Maar zoals Jordi en ik zelf wel eens zeggen, wij zijn niet belangrijk. Onze mensen zijn belangrijk. En daarom wil ik een aantal mensen heel erg gaan bedanken. Ten eerste wil ik Maria uit Opheusden van kapsalon Mijn Kapper heel erg bedanken en haar team. Daar hebben we gisteren vanaf 9 uur tot 's avonds laat al onze modellen mogen kleuren. Dankjewel namens ons allen. Ik wil ook ons eigen team bedanken. Erik, Geurtje, Marlies, Niels. Een show zonder modellen is eigenlijk geen show. Dus wij willen graag onze modellen. En ik vind dat ze het heel erg goed hebben gedaan. Donderdagavond hadden we nog een casting met modellen. Zaterdagmorgen zijn ze gekomen. Zaterdagavond heel laat naar huis. Vanmorgen was hier iedereen om 7 uur. Ook de modellen die door heel Nederland vandaan komen. Wij willen jullie heel erg bedanken, want zonder jullie hadden wij geen show. En jullie krijgen namens Artego een geschenk. Dan wil ik natuurlijk ook het MET-team bedanken. Fotograaf, videoman, iedereen die het mogelijk heeft gemaakt om deze show hier neer te zetten voor Artego. Het is anders, heb ik vanmiddag een aantal keren gehoord. Het is ook echt anders. Wij willen anders zijn. Wij willen op een gegeven moment weer samen met de kapper fun hebben en dat we het allerhoogste kunnen bereiken wat we eigenlijk willen. En het product, dat hebben we al, Artego. Dat niet alleen. Ik wil Jordi ook eigenlijk nog even wat tegen jullie laten zeggen.
Dit was niet voorbereid, zeg maar. Ja, alles wat je hebt gezegd, kan ik alleen maar beamen. Ik denk dat we iets fantastisch neer hebben gezet. En ja, naar onze klanten toe, jongens, bedankt. Jullie dragen ons een warm hart toe. Wij jullie ook. En we willen dit graag voortzetten. Dank jullie.
Iedereen bedankt. Maar over 5 minuten hebben we voor jullie nog een drankje en een Italiaans buffet. We zijn begonnen met Hollandse hapjes. We eindigen met een Italiaans buffetje. En namens iedereen hartstikke bedankt. Dankjewel.